World Press Freedom Index. The World Press Freedom Index came in 2022 on 4th of May. And while the position of India was not very good, and it fell from 142nd position to 150th position among 180 countries. And while many others, a country like Finland topped the index, and the India's neighborhood, that is Bhutan and be it Bangladesh, is Pakistan. Well, Pakistan was on 157th position. Popular countries that we know, United States, was on 42nd position. But in context of India, the World Press Freedom Index was not, of course, very good. So, this is a big challenge in India today where freedom of press is degrading as the index suggested. Well, the Quint also reported that the methodology is questionable, as the report was reported by the Quint. But as if this is the context, if 150th position is, if it's there for India, then it's, of course, we need the press needs to be on a focused position in this era where there is a lot of sensationalization, bombardment of information that we are dealing with. Freedom of press is something that is very important. On 4th May, when reporters without borders, uh, you know, uh, when Reporters Without Borders published this report on 4th May, and you know things were not so good currently when it comes to press, as there is a misconception among the people that today everyone is a journalist. It's not true. It's really not true. And in the media studies, we read that the news is said to be, for example, when dog bites a man, it's not a news. But when man bites a dog, that is a news. So whenever there is a journalist covering a news, and today journalists are facing a lot of contempt cases, and also there is a news came maybe some years ago that one journalist was covering a midday meal, the thing which is going wrong with the midday meal in the villages with the children, and that journalist got arrested. So this is the most challenging thing that is going against the journalist, the contempt cases that is filed against the journalist frequently. So there is a question that this index showcases that independent independent how independent is press today. Today news medias are run by politicians. I will not name them, but we know that news media is highly influential because of the politicians. And also, there are newspaper companies that are run by powerful business personalities, and they are connected with the politicians as well. And because of this, many YouTube channels, many media channels has come up with the YouTube, who is asking for public revenue to make their channel in the public welfare, to let their company grow and work for the public welfare. So this is the most important problem, that is a funding problem that is there in the media industry today. And because of this funding problem, many politicians hire just purchase the stake in the media company. And this is what happened in the case of I don't know, maybe, I'm not sure, in the Ravish Kumar cases, when he resigned from the NDTV because of uh, the stake that was purchased by the Dani group. So the freedom of press is too much has to do with a problem of funding. Additionally, freedom of press is necessary as media is the fourth pillar and is a watchdog of the democracy of the government. If that will be suppressed, then who will watch the government and who will keep an eye on the government, or maybe any wrongdoings that is happening in the nation? We know the history of journalism, where there has been a prominent journalist who, because of their writings and because of journalism, India achieved freedom. Not only that was only the reason. Having said that, there was a part of something that was played by journalism in achieving the independence. So, if the press will be suppressed, then there will be no democracy, or maybe the democracy will not be healthy. So, it's very important that it will be healthy. Freedom of press. This index, no matter what, has raised one big question before us, and that is, how important is press today?